All right, good people. Let us talk about. Now we're going to talk about how did the people, black people, Indians, and colored, fought against apartheid, the resistance of the apartheid. We're going to talk about the alliances they made in order to fight against apartheid. We're going to talk about the boycotts they had, the meetings they held in order to discuss the way forward on how to resist these apartheid laws that were oppressing them. Because wow, life was difficult, life was hard. So they thought, no, let us stand up and show these people that no, we are against these apartheid laws. Okay, fine. The ANC, SACP, and the South African Indian Congress, they called a general strike on the 1st of May 1950. In the 1st May of 1950. The thing is, it was hard for everyone to have meetings because the government banned all the meetings, especially for all the black people, Indians, and coloreds. They were not allowed to come together and discuss anything. Meetings were not allowed because they knew that when black people, when these oppressed people come together, obviously they're going to talk about how they're going to fight against apartheid. So the white government decided that no, there should not be meetings or anything. When people meet, the police are going to disrupt all those meetings so that they become no success. Okay, fine. The workers protested and did a stay away. Stay away is a kind of strike whereby there's no violence, there are no marches. You just stay home and not go to work, stay home and not go to school. That's a stay away. Then the workers did a stay away in order to show the white government that they are against all this thing. I hope you understand, students. Who did not understand what's a stay away? Okay, fine. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna say it again. Stay away is a kind of strike whereabout there is no violence or march. You just stay away from work or stay away from school or whatever that you're staying away from. You don't do violence, you don't talk, you just stay home. Do not go there. I hope you understand. Okay, fine. Now I would like to talk. Oh, I was still talking about the alliances they made in order to fight against apartheid laws. Okay, fine. The African People's Organization, APO, South African Indian Congress, the SACP, and the ANC, including the ANC Youth League, they came together in order to fight for the apartheid law, since we all know that together we stand, but apartheid we fall. So they decided, no, let us do a collaboration so that we work together in fighting against all this segregation and apartheid law that are put against them. Okay, since the first thing they did was to call a strike on the 1st of May in 1950, it was one of their ways of fighting against the apartheid. They did not end there. They decided that no, since during strikes people are killed, people get injured, the strikes get disrupted, the white government want nothing to do with people meeting, they decided that no, let us do boycotts, since boycotts are non-violence, they are not strikes, marches. You just, when you boycott, you just decide to. Boycott is more like a stay away. You decide not to do a thing. That's a boycott. It's more similar like a stay away because they are both non-violent. These are the boycotts they did. They started to boycott the Bantu education, whereby they decided that no teacher should come to school. No black teacher, Indian or colored teacher should come to school. No learner should go to school. They boycotted Bantu education. because they knew that Bantu education was inferior, and they were forced to learn everything in Afrikaans, while they do have their own mother tongues. They started by boycotting the Bantu education, and then they boycotted the buses. The boycott of buses was going like this. No one was going to use the bus. Since the buses are making profits in their companies, obviously they need customers. So the blacks decided that no, we should not use these buses. These buses should go empty all day, every day, so that they lose profits. Why those white people who are driving, they lose jobs, lose profits, so that everything just goes downfall for the National Party, in order for them to show the National Party that they are against apartheid. They did not end there by the Bantu education boycott and bus boycott. They continued to boycott against potatoes. Since the National Party had farms, white people had farms, they were farmers, in which they hired the black people to do the plowing, to do the cleaning of seeds, and the sewing and everything. They decided that no, let's boycott and not go to the farms. And we even not gonna buy those potatoes that they're going to produce, so that they lose interest. In 1 or 2 weeks, those potatoes that they are selling are going to rot. And when they rot without being bought, then they are losing profit. I think this idea of boycotting was perfect, because the National Party and the white people, they cared the most about money. So when you do something that make them lose money, then they're going to stand up for that. Okay, fine. They again boycotted for better wages, in which they decided to also stay away from home, so that when the white people tell them to come to work, there should be an agreement that I come to work, they increase their wages. If wages are not increased, then we are not coming to work. Because some of the works were done by the black people, officials, like cleaning and security. So when blacks are not coming to work, business lacks. Business lacks. Are you still with me? Is there anything that you would like to ask? Okay, thank you. Let us continue. The last boycott they did was to boycott and resistance in the rural areas. By this boycott, they wanted the police not to invade the rural areas. Since the police came from those rural areas where they work from, they go to the rural areas and check the people if they are carrying their passes, to make sure the people from the rural areas do not go to the towns. They boycotted everything. Every service that comes with National Party, they boycotted it, so that the National Party sees that the people are angry. So that the National Party can see whether the people are angry and take action upon that. Okay, fine. After all these boycotts that went well, when I say they went well, I say it because the National Party and all the farmers and all the CEOs and managers of the companies, they lost interest. That is why I say the boycott went well. Violence started in the country. Whereabouts when the black people wanted to meet and discuss something, the police would come and shoot. Beat people, kill people. Of which there was a massacre that was called the Sharpeville Massacre. That took place in 1960. A massacre, my learners, I'm going to tell you what is a massacre. A massacre is the killing of many people in one place at a time. Let's say there's a meeting at the hall, then the police come, shoot, kill people, others get injured. Flowing of blood, that is a massacre. Then you can name the massacre Hall Massacre, Sharpeville Massacre, just as this massacre is called the Sharpeville Massacre. What did the Sharpeville massacre how did the Sharpeville massacre have the impact on on South Africa, on the National Party, and also those black people? It says here, the news of the Sharpeville massacre shocked the country in such a way that a state of emergency was declared, and both the ANC and the PAC were banned. I hope you understand. The state of emergency refers to that there are times where people are allowed to go out and not allowed to go out. They'd be like, this is state of emergency. It says that by 6 o'clock, no one should be on the streets. By 5 o'clock in the morning, you all should be at your homes. You should start going out at 8. You should make sure that you are home at 5. You know that's a state of emergency. Okay, fine. State of emergency was banned, and also ANC and the PAC were banned from South Africa. The banning of the ANC meant that all the members, active members of the ANC, went to exile. They went to live in other countries, hide themselves for their safety. Hope you understand that. They were banned. Okay, fine. After everything, okay, fine. I hope we're done now about the resistance of the apartheid. I want to conclude the lesson now. To conclude the lesson, I want to tell you this piece. I want to tell you the results. What went down after all the massacres, boycotts, banning of the ANC and PAC? What went down after that? What happened in the country? All the states of emergency and everything. What went down? Okay, now students, what happened is that after the National Party lost interest, because most of the businesses were for the National Party for their interest. They lost interest, profits, people were losing lives. The people of the country were angry since there were massacres, fighting of the people. Everything was a mess. Then in 1991, the president of the National Party at the time made a huge announcement that Nelson Mandela is being released from jail. The releasing of Nelson Mandela from jail meant that the ANC and the PAC were being unbanned. The members of the ANC who went to exile came back to South Africa in 1991. Okay, fine. Since Mandela was out, the members of the ANC and the PAC came back from exile. PAC and ANC unbanned. They started to work towards getting democracy for South Africa. Then the National Party gave everyone a chance to vote, of which they voted on the 27th of April 1994, of which it is when the ANC won the elections. Nelson Mandela was announced as the first black president. And then this is how democracy started, and that is what black people went through for us to have freedom today. They gave us the democracy, that everyone has a say, everyone has a right to express their feelings, everyone should go to school, is a right to go to school without going to learn Bantu education. So learners, my dear learners, I hope you understand and show appreciation of the decisions that were taken in the past, because they are helping us now. Okay, now I want to give you a formal assessment that you're going to do at home. I want it next week. Please go home and write 1 page, not less than 1 page, and not above 2 pages. Whereabouts you will be explaining the laws that were implemented during the apartheid and how did they depress the black people. It's a formal assessment. It's going to contribute into your final mark. So please, just be serious about it, because it is very important. Go study, revise the work, come to me, ask if there's anything that you'd like to know. You can add if you want to add. That is all I had for you today. Thank you.